This is the story of a financial services company in the highly regulated FinTech industry. They provide more than 300 products and services that enable their customers to process financial transactions, automate their businesses, and succeed in an increasingly competitive marketplace. They have over 30 audits a year, multiple business units, hundreds of products, and thousands of systems. These folks were already using Chef to configure new systems, but realized Chef could solve a lot more. Let's take a look at what this company's toolset looked like prior to Chef, just to paint the picture. For configuration management on Windows, 95% of their machines, they used SCCM, group policy, and PowerShell scripting, while they used Bash for Linux configuration. On the compliance visibility side, the Qualys scans they were using originated every 2 to 4 weeks and could be very aggressive to the point of impacting system functionality. On top of that, they had a lot of custom-built reports, aggregating information from different data repositories. Those reports were generated manually. So, for vulnerability remediation, first they'd determine which systems in the fleet were vulnerable via Qualys scan. They'd take those systems, line them up, and blast some quick fixes to them. But in doing that, they'd have other systems drifting in and out of compliance. So they'd line those up and do it again. You can see where this is going. Not only that, but Business Unit A might be using SCCM to implement fixes, while Business Unit D is using something different. And over time, that leads to configuration drift. So even if almost all systems are fixed, they all look completely different. When it came to applying new compliance standards to a fleet, it was hard to determine which systems already met standards and which ones didn't. Compliance visibility was a mosaic view, and a human had to determine what was and wasn't compliant for thousands of systems. So that's the backstory. This company has a complex environment, and rapid growth through acquisitions have added to this complexity. As a fintech, compliance is a must. So they needed to move toward being able to visualize the compliance state across their fleet and automating remediation. Let's see how things changed when they started using Chef. Chef Infra is deployed to deliver and maintain configuration across thousands of nodes. And Chef Automate is used as the single pane of glass for infrastructure and compliance visibility. From there, they started asking questions with Chef Inspec. Questions like, have you patched recently? Are required agents installed? Are critical services running? Can you talk to your domain controller? Have you rebooted recently? Are hardening measures in place? And blasted those questions out across the entire fleet, which takes minutes to execute. They wrote their profiles, applied them to all systems, and the answers to those questions automatically show up in Chef Automate. Other teams can also write their own inspec profiles and see central results in Automate, which encourages collaboration with local security professionals. With Chef Inspec, they're able to run CIS benchmarks in 60 seconds. Over 300 tests are run in a minute, and 3.5 million controls checked daily. Their vulnerability remediation is a straightforward workflow now, not depending on human intervention. 1. A new vulnerability is discovered. 2. A Chef Inspec profile is written or modified and applied, giving them full visibility across their fleet. And 3. A Chef Infra recipe is written or modified and applied, allowing them to choose where, when, how to remediate. Chef Automate enables them to fully visualize the current compliance state across their fleet and manage configurations to ensure desired state. They can also start audit engagements knowing the outcome, because they know what their data centers and systems look like at any time. They can also see their compliance state over time, proving that their fleet continues to become more compliant. At its core, the method for achieving full compliance at this fintech is use Chef Inspec as your eyes and use Chef Infra Client as your hands.